Alright, good morning everyone and welcome back to arguably the craziest video that I've ever done on my channel. It is currently 3 a.m, it is also raining and we are going to be going out on the kayak and fishing for 24 hours straight. I've never done anything like this before. It's going to be the longest I've ever fished and we might actually stay out for longer. We could possibly go out for 36 hours today and tomorrow, so it is going to be the craziest video that I've ever filmed. And hopefully it all goes to plan. So since this is the biggest and craziest video I've ever done, I've done some massive preparation. I actually went out yesterday and caught a bag of squid. I caught 10 squid, so we are completely set on bait. We have some of the best baits out and we should have easily enough to cover up for the next 2 days. We've also got more food, more water and more equipment than I've ever brought before. So before we get out there and start this challenge and start this 24 hours, I'll show you guys the kayak setup really quickly. As you can see, it is currently raining, so that's not ideal, but here is a look at the setup. So we have got so much gear to take with us on this trip. We've brought our stabilizers just for a bit of extra safety, and we've got our esky, we've got some bait at the back, and we have our big rods and reels. We are going for giant fish this trip. That is the goal. We want to see how big a fish we can catch in this 24 hours, and we are completely set up and ready to go. I'm extremely keen, a little bit nervous because I've never done anything like this before, but let's jump out on the kayak, get out there, and let's just see what happens. The final steps for the last 24 hours on land. Once we're out here, we're not coming back in. Oh, let's go. This is where the venture starts. Goodbye land, I'll see you in 24 hours. So I do have a little bit of a game plan. I really want to try catch some big fish on this trip. We're going for a monster snapper. That's the goal. But I actually want to try out a few areas. So I'm going to try out a new spot this morning where I've never fished before. It is a fairly big paddle. It's probably going to take me about an hour to get over there. So we'll make that paddle first of all. We might also try catch some garfish on the way out. I actually saw a few garfish before in the very shallow. Oh, there's one right there. Right, we'll try catch a couple garfish and then we'll make our way out to the spot. There seems to be a few garfish around here. There we go, we got one. That's what we want, a little garfish. That literally took about 2 seconds. So if there's going to be a few of these guys around, we will definitely try get a few on the way out. That is a beautiful little snapper bait. All right, definitely not a lot of garfish around, so we'll move on from them. So we've made roughly a 5.5k paddle and we are at a completely new area where I've always wanted to fish. So all we're going to do now is just sound along these slight contour edges, as you can see on the graph. I'm going to be trying to mark up some fish. So there's one which is about mid-water, but we are looking for fish right along the bottom. That means they're feeding, so we'll have a quick look around. Hopefully we'll sound some up and then we'll drop down the anchor. That is an absolute monster. There we go. Just got in this area and we've sounded up a couple marks in the exact same spot, so definitely going to anchor around here. We'll try here. So I'm very happy with where we are. We found a nice spot, sounded up some nice fish. All in all, it took us about an hour and a half to get over here and find these fish. So we're now anchored. First light is going to be coming up any minute now, so it is the perfect time to get some baits in the water. So let's rig up, get some out. So the first of our baits going out is the old squid gut, one of my personal favourites. Let's get him out. Second bait we'll get out is a squid ring on a 8/0 circle hook. So hopefully if we get a fish on this one, should be all good for release. I got 2 with circle hooks and 1 with snelled hooks for the bigger baits. So we should be all right. Let's get this second one out. All right, so the third and final bait we're going to get out is half of a squid head. So it's one of my favourite baits of all time. It's an absolute killer bait. It's caught me many big fish, so we have the perfect spread of baits. We have the squid gut, we have the squid calamari ring, and then we also have the squid head. All right, that's our spread, so we're all good, all ready to go. All we need now is one of them to buckle. Wow, what a quiet start to the day. We literally haven't got our first fish yet and it has been 3 hours now, so it's been a fair while. We've had a lot of little bites on the rods, but obviously they weren't big enough to get the baits down and hook themselves. And we've actually made a move. There was this boat who came up literally right behind me and dropped anchor about 50 meters behind me. If you fish Western Port, you know that that is probably the most disrespectful and annoying thing you can do. So what we did is just pulled up the anchor, moved spots, and we found a new area. We've sounded up some more fish and we found a new area, and hopefully here we'll have a little bit more luck. And we just want to catch our first fish. It has been a long time and we are struggling so far. But, oh, that was a snapper. He dropped it. He's getting a good bite right now. Squid ring, I'm pretty sure. There we go. There we go. He grabbed it. There we go. Yes. That's a snapper too. He was playing with that bait for a long time. It's got little head shakes. Yeah, I think that's a snapper for sure. Only a little fella if it is. Yeah, little snapper. Look at that. How awesome is that? Little fella. We can just lift him straight in. There we go. The first one of the day. He was playing with that bait for ages. And there we go. That is the first fish of our massive 24-hour trip. And it is a beautiful little pinky sized snapper. If you were ever going to keep one, this one right here would be the perfect size to keep. But it is his lucky day because we are going to be letting him go. We're going to try release every single fish we catch today, starting with this fella. A beautiful little pinky sized snapper. I'll take it to start and we'll let him go. Let him go, let him grow. He's here to breed, so we'll give him a chance to do just that. There he goes. Straight off, not messing around he was. All right, we'll get the exact same bait straight out. So a little tentacle with also a squid ring. As you can see, plenty of hook exposure at the top. So when you're fishing circle hooks, you always want a lot of hook exposure. So that's why I only pin the baits through the top. You don't want to hide the hook in the baits. Just pin them through the top. Let's get that out. 10 kilo fish. All right, we are all set. So we've just checked a couple of the baits and also refreshed some of them as well. We have a very good bite window coming up. We have the top of the high tide. It's going to switch over to the run out, and then is when I'm expecting the big fish to come out and start playing. Good start to the day though. We've got that one pinky, we've got the skunk out of the way. We've actually caught a fish. So now a little bit of pressure's off. There he goes. Do we miss him? Oh, that rod. Wow. That just, oh no, that's an eagle ray. That's an eagle ray. Yep. All right, here he comes. It's going to be the first eagle ray of the day. Hopefully we don't get too many. Yep, there he is. Flappy, flappy. And there he goes. Oh, what's that? Oh no. That is gone. Wow. I'm pretty sure that's another eagle ray. Oh man, these things can be a massive pain in the ass, especially when they're around in big numbers. Like almost every rod could go with an eagle ray and they're just a nightmare to deal with, especially when they're big. And he's a big one. Don't worry, you can have the hook. Ooh. Look at that. That is as big as eagle rays get. I don't even know if I want to try and get the hook out of him. Alright, he's gone. I'm not dealing with him. This has got to get eagle ray on. It's another one. Guarantee it's another eagle ray. Oh, that's on. That's on. There we go. Oh wow, I was just putting my jumper on. Oh, that's a snapper. Yeah, that is. Oh yeah, that's a snapper. Oh, how good's that? I don't have my life jacket on. It's literally on my lap. As you can see, my life jacket's right here. I was just putting my jumper on. I've only got one sleeve on at the moment. Yes, that is awesome. The tide has actually just turned to the run out and we've actually got a good fish. We had 3 eagle rays on in a row, triple hook up of eagle rays, and finally we've got something different. Pretty sure that's a snapper too. It's got those head shakes, so I'm gonna call it for a snapper. That is awesome. There he goes. It's gonna be a solid one, I think. Oh, it is solid. Very solid. He has swallowed that hook, but he's a much better fish. Yes. Not huge, but much, much better. Let's get a look. He is a very, very solid fish. And are you kidding? Oh no, that hook is completely gone down his throat. He's about to kick. Today I'm using circle hooks to try and avoid a gut hook up. I really don't want to keep any more snapper. I've already kept a couple this season and I've wanted to release them all, but they've just been gut hooked. And today we are using circle hooks. Now with circle hooks, they're always meant to hook fish in the corner of the jaw, but he has swallowed that way down. So I'm not really too sure what to do. I might actually keep him and we'll put on another circle hook and hopefully we don't have to keep another one, but that is an absolutely beautiful fish. Take a look at that. The first solid fish of the 24-hour challenge is a nice snapper. That's big. No. I don't hate many things or people. I hate eagle rays. Tascam is still going. Tascam is an absolute animal. Oh! Jeez. That's a fish. That's a snapper, I think. Oh, wow. Out of nowhere. That was absolutely crazy. That rod just screamed off in the holder. This one's got a circle hook on it too, so hopefully he's all right. Man, I was just checking to see how much battery my microphone's got left because it's fairly windy at the moment, but we've got a little bit left. This one was on a squid ring, which I just threw out. I thought it might have been an eagle ray. That's what all the eagle rays have been doing. They've just been screaming off in the holder. But this guy, I don't think it's an eagle ray. Here he comes. I think I just saw a flash of red. I'm pretty sure it's a snapper. Yes, it is. It is a snapper. And he looks like he's hooked pretty good. Oh, he's only just on. There we go. That is another cracking fish. Don't think he's quite as big as the last one, but the best thing is he's going to be good for a release. Yeah, and that hook just fell out. That is beautiful. There we go. No gut hook up for that one. So that hook came out nice and easily, and there he is. A beautiful little fish. He's not massive, but he definitely put up a good fight for his size. That is the third one of the day. That is absolutely amazing. We've caught a heap of eagle rays and 3 beautiful snapper. Let's send him back on his way and get him going. Beautiful little fish. All right, little mate. Hopefully we see you in a few years. Go get him. Bang. Straight off. That's what we want. We want to see him swim away. We don't want to keep any more. Beautiful. We actually have about an hour and a half left of this run out tide, but I'm going to go for a move. Now, as I said before, the wind and the tide are fighting each other. So my lines are going this way, but I'm laying like this way. So it's just very awkward to fish at the moment, so I'm not going to bother. Probably going to take me about an hour to get to where I want to go. So we'll go for a big paddle, get down there, and by the time we get to our spot, hopefully the tide will have turned and then the wind and the tide will be facing the same way. So it'll be a lot more comfortable when this tide turns, but first of all, we have to make a big paddle. So we'll wind these rods up and then we'll go for a move and hopefully we'll get some different fish, maybe a gummy shark, you never know, or maybe some more snapper if we're lucky. Well, here we are. We've made a massive move. It probably took us well over an hour to get here, and we've put out some fresh baits. We put out a squid ring, half of a squid head, and a squid tentacle. So all 3 rods are now set, and pretty much I reckon we're going to finish off our trip here. So we're just going to sit here for the next few hours and see what happens. Hopefully we get some more fish. I'm hoping for some gummy sharks, maybe even some more snapper in this spot. So let's just sit and wait and see what happens. I'm actually starting to get really tired. It's been a fair while now. The time is now 1:30 and we still have over 12 hours left. But I'm sure we'll tough it out. We've got plenty of fishing to do and hopefully plenty of fish to catch. Been saving this garfish for a while, but he's going out. Butterflied garfish. That is a dynamite bait. See you later, Mr. Garfish. Oh, we're on. Whoa. Whoa, that's an interesting fish. What is that? Could be a big gummy. Definitely could be a big gummy. Big head shakes. This was on the garfish. He's just cruising in, not doing anything at the moment. Oh, big head shakes. Very big head shake. All right, about to get a look at him. I'm pretty sure it's a big gummy shark. He's done the classical gummy fight. He's starting to swim up current a bit. Literally last light is fast approaching, so yeah, that's a gummy. All right, hopefully I can deal with that braid, but there's that gummy shark. He caused a massive mess. Either way, it's a beautiful little shark, but we'll let him go. I'm not looking to keep her. See you, mate. Alright, well, a bit of an abrupt ending, but I started feeling really sick, and plus the wind got up. So we came back in straight away, we got out of there, and we actually ended up staying out until about 10 PM. So we did a massive day on the water, almost 24 hours. It was very close. 5 hours off, and we had an absolutely amazing day on the water. We caught some beautiful snapper, a couple of gummy sharks, and also the usual rays and stingrays and stuff like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you want to see me try to do 24 hours next time, then let me know in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.